The search is on tonight for several crew members after a Seattle-based fishing boat sinks. Good evening, I'm Kristen Ayers. The Coast Guard confirms the Scandies Rose sank at 10 last night near Sutwick Island in Alaska. 5 crew members are missing. 2 were pulled from a lifeboat. King 5's Vanessa Misciagna joins us live with more details. Vanessa.
Kristen, the Scandies Rose was on a commercial crabbing voyage in Alaska and would have been on its way back to Seattle after it was finished. Now, I spoke to fishermen today, both on and off camera, who said the weather conditions at the time could have been too much for the 170-foot vessel. The Seattle Fishermen's Memorial is a stark reminder of the dangers the industry brings. Dangers that veteran fisherman John Cross was well aware of before he heard news of the Scandies Rose sinking.
Yeah, it hits pretty close to home.
Cross knows the Scandies Rose well. During the off-season, it was docked in Ballard right behind Ocean Beauty Seafoods, not too far away from his own vessel. He says he's been to the same waters off Kodiak, Alaska, and during this time of year, the weather can be cruel.
I used to shrimp out of Kodiak and seen Chillicothe Strait change from nice like today to ferocious weather in 10 minutes. So it's not a good place to be with cold weather.
The U.S. Coast Guard says at 10 p.m. on Tuesday, a mayday call came in from the Scandies Rose. The vessel sank near Sutwick Island. Of the 7 crew members on board, 2 were rescued by helicopter, 5 remain missing. The Coast Guard has yet to release their names, but their families have been contacted.
It's a notorious area.
Cross says the crew was most likely fishing for snow crab. The season takes place during the coldest winter months.
Because that spray builds so quickly, it adds weight and makes the boat top heavy in minutes.
He says in freezing temperatures, ice can accumulate on a vessel quickly. And if that vessel is already heavy with full crab pots, the extra weight could be enough to bring it down.
One of my former crewmen, fished on that boat last year. I'm kind of concerned. I don't think he was going to fish again this year, but I'll be happy when I hear from him to make sure he wasn't on there.
The recent event brings back painful memories of past sinkings that have impacted Seattle's fishing community. It is a job that comes with inherent dangers, yes, but that fact does not make this any easier to bear as loved ones and colleagues wait on news from Alaska. Right now, the Coast Guard says they are searching a 300-square-mile area for those 5 missing crew members. The weather there, however, could complicate their efforts. They say they are dealing with 40-mile-per-hour winds, 15 to 20-foot seas, and low visibility. Live in Seattle tonight, Vanessa Misciagna, King 5 News.